The Axeman of New Orleans, a true story of terror and mystery in the sultry nights of 1918 and 1919. New Orleans was paralyzed by fear as a shadowy killer prowled its streets, wielding an axe to slaughter innocent residents in their homes. Known as the Axeman, this elusive murderer targeted Italian-American families, leaving behind scenes of carnage and cryptic messages that taunted the city. What makes this case so unsettling is not just the brutality, but the killer's bizarre demands, ordering a city to play jazz or face death in their sudden disappearance, leaving no trace. This is the chilling tale of the Axeman of New Orleans, a mystery that still echoes through the city's haunted history. The Axeman struck without warning, slipping into homes under the cover of darkness. Was he a lone madman, a vengeful criminal, or, as some whispered, a supernatural force? No one was ever caught, and the truth remains shrouded in the fog of New Orleans' past. It began in May 1918 in the vibrant, jazz-filled city of New Orleans, Louisiana. The Great War was nearing its end, but a new terror was rising. Joseph and Catherine Maggio, an Italian-American couple, were found dead in their grocery store apartment, their throats slashed and heads bludgeoned with an axe. The murder weapon, a bloodied axe from their own home, was left at the scene. The killer had chiseled through a panel of the back door to enter, a method that would become their signature. Nothing valuable was stolen, ruling out robbery, and the police were baffled by the lack of motive. Over the next year, the Axeman struck again and again, targeting Italian-American grocers and their families. Victims included Louis Bezumer and his mistress, Harriet Lowe, attacked in June 1918. Anna Schneider, a pregnant woman who survived a brutal assault, and the Cortimiglia family, whose infant daughter was killed in her mother's arms. Each crime followed a pattern. The killer used an axe or straight razor, entered through a chiseled door panel, and left no fingerprints or clear clues. The attacks were frenzied yet methodical, suggesting a killer driven by rage but eerily disciplined. What set the Axeman apart was his brazen taunting of the city. On March 13, 1919, a letter purportedly from the Axeman was published in local newspapers. Written in a theatrical, almost demonic tone, it claimed the killer was not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. The letter promised to strike again on March 19th, but offered a chilling reprieve. I am very fond of jazz music, and I swear by all the devils in the nether regions that every person shall be spared in whose home a jazz band is in full swing. That night, New Orleans erupted in music. Every bar, home, and club blared jazz in a desperate bid to ward off the killer. No murders occurred, but whether the Axeman was amused or absent remains unknown. The terror continued into 1919, with more attacks and survivors describing a tall, shadowy figure fleeing into the night. The police, under intense pressure, arrested several suspects, including a man named Joseph Mumford, a known criminal with ties to the Italian community. But evidence was circumstantial, and no one was convicted. Theories swirled. Some believed the Axeman was tied to the mafia, targeting Italian grocers in a vendetta. Others saw a lone psychopath, fueled by racial or class hatred. A few even whispered of a supernatural entity, given the killer's ability to evade capture and the eerie jazz letter. By late 1919, the murders abruptly stopped. The final confirmed attack was on Mike Pepitone, killed in his home in October. Some believe Mumford, who was later shot dead in an unrelated incident in 1920, was the Axeman, but no proof links him definitively. Others speculate the killer moved on, died, or was incarcerated for another crime. The lack of forensic technology in the chaotic post-war era left police with little to work with, and the case grew cold. The Axeman's reign left at least 12 victims, 6 dead, 6 injured, and a city forever changed. New Orleans, already steeped in mysticism, wove the Axeman into its folklore, with tales of a ghostly figure haunting the French Quarter. Jazz, ironically, became a symbol of defiance against the terror. The case inspired books, songs, and even modern TV shows, but no answers emerged. Today, the Axeman of New Orleans remains one of America's most enduring unsolved mysteries. The streets of the French Quarter still pulse with jazz, but beneath the music lies a dark memory of a killer who danced through the shadows, axe in hand, and vanished without a trace. Was it a human monster or something unearthly? The Axeman's true identity, like the notes of a forgotten song, fades into the night. If you enjoyed this videos, follow me, like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you.